A very warm welcome and good evening to all the viewers viewing this live streaming on the occasion of World Mental Health Day 2020, Day 4 of 5. I'm Varsha Shaw, consultant psychologist, rehab administrator, and a co-founder of Resilience, defining the undefined.
Resilience is based in Krishnagar city of Nadia district, West Bengal, India. It's a therapeutic center in which we mainly work with children with special needs. Resilience provides a multidisciplinary approach to our resilienites, involving occupational therapy, behavior therapy and behavior modification, speech therapy, as well as special education. Resilience also provide parents training session along with relaxation therapy and counseling to the super parents of our resilienites because resilience believes that mental health of parents is as important as mental health of our kids so that a satisfied and acceptant parent can make their kids future ready.
On behalf of Resilience, I would take this privilege to thank all the individuals who connected with us from many parts of the world and showed their keen interest in attending this webinar series, because of which we were pleasingly forced to live stream this conversation with our eminent speakers so that we can spread awareness on mental health of children with special needs without any limitations or boundaries. Without much ado, I would like to welcome our speaker for the day, Dr. Sarbari Sen, who is going to speak upon impact of socio-economy on mental health of children with special needs. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
Dr. Sen was the former head of the Department of Socio-Economic Rehabilitation at National Institute for Locomotor Disabilities, earlier NIOH. She is an academician, a sincere worker in disability sector. She worked at NILD, Kolkata for 33 long years. She did commendable work in the areas of disability and rehabilitation. At NILD, she was involved in teaching, training, and research works. Her work in northeastern region of India is very remarkable. She was the nodal officer of the state of Tripura and established a center for disability studies in the campus of Mizoram University. Presently, she is a guest faculty in the Department of Human Rights and Human Development, Rabindra Bharati University. Her interest areas involves empowerment of women and children with disabilities, geriatric population, and even third gender. Welcome, ma'am. We are honored to have you. And without any delay, I would request you to kindly say something, please.
Thank you, Varsha, and namaskar to all viewers of this today's program. I thank Varsha again, her team members of Resilience, defining the undefined, for giving an opportunity to share my views on a very important subject, that is impact of socioeconomy on mental health of children with special needs. This is indeed a very relevant topic in today's situation. Yes, I said by today's situation, and it is very clear what do I mean by today's situation. I definitely mean the pandemic, the COVID 19, because it is really the talk of the day. Wherever we are going, whatever we are doing, it is having a great impact on us. This disaster brought this COVID 19 brought disaster in our human life and particularly livelihood. We have seen the migrant workers, we have seen other sectors, how we are losing our economy. I definitely remember the day when Super Cyclone Amphan came and disrupted us, a situation really uncontrollable. Even we got severe several reminders and cautionary from weather forecast department, but unfortunately, we couldn't do anything to prevent the powerful, deadly tropical cyclone or to protect all from the aftermath of it. Now, why I said this? Because we have all the precautions. The Amphan is coming, Amphan is coming. close your door, keep yourself in safe position. This is so many things. But even then, we all are disrupted. I hope we all have seen in the media that there was a power cut for 7 days. And it was shown that the diabetic patient or the asthmatic patient, they couldn't use their medical equipment to get to keep themselves safe. So this is the situation. We claim that we are a developing country. We are progressing a lot economically and in our infrastructure. To even then, we cannot protect or prevent nature's rage. Uh, Again, I repeat that we sometimes it is being said that the COVID-19 also is related to our social life. In this modern age, we have changed a lot. Now, how we have changed, I'll come in my later discussion. Uh, as I have mentioned, that it affects severely our health, undoubtedly our mental health too. How? That you are being stuck up in a room. You may be with someone, you may not be with anyone, you are alone. Just imagine yourself in a room, you cannot go out, you cannot mix up with the thing, and the TV channel was closed. In some of the places, no internet connection, you are alone as if you are living in a jungle, like forest, no modern days communication. Fine. Through this disaster, I at least feel so, through this disaster, we learn many things which we never thought before. How to protect ourselves, how to keep things in our own possession, how to take care of your health, how to take care of others too, and how to advise people. Put up the mask, don't go out, don't do this, don't do that. If you have fever, if you have cough, consult a medical professional, and so on and so forth. So this pandemic shattered us physically, mentally, and economically, and we are in the process of rebuilding ourselves. Like in Bhuj, that earthquake, I hope we all remember, but Bhuj rebuilt itself in a nice way. But if you go there even today, you will see the crack in the building because after a disaster, it is very, very difficult to rebuild everything. At least you cannot rebuild your mind again. We have the trauma with us, and it will be with us till that we leave. Right. This year's World Mental Health Day 2020 comes out at a time when our daily lives have changed considerably due to COVID 19, and we have realized this that mental health is very, very much needed because we have seen in the media that persons they're committing suicide, person means the professionals, even the medical professionals, they did so.
Yes.
They committed suicide. They cannot bear with the fearfulness of this COVID and they suffered a lot.
Hmm.
And I was just talking to my family members that a patient, when admitted in one of our relatives yesterday, she was admitted at Apollo for COVID. So I told my husband, see, when the patient, when in the sense she saw that doctors with that all PPE kit and everything. I don't know what reaction, whether that patient is not very mentally strong, what reaction he or she will have in their mind. When she is losing her senses, okay. But in sense,
Hmm.
to a doctor we used to see with a face, with a smile, with an uproar. But this is the change in our lives. So again, I repeat that this year's Mental Health Day comes at a time when our daily lives have changed considerably due to COVID-19. Mental Health Day 2020, which focused on increased investment. We have never given attention. What we have given attention to the technology, science, manufacture, this army, everything. But we never thought that we have a heart in within our body. So when we are taking care of our body, our physical, yeah, then we are supposed to take care of our mind too. So mental health is which focused on increased investment on mental health. Investment in mental health. This is very sad, you know. Investment in
Hmm.
mental health program, both in international and national scenario, was underfunded for years together. Uh, I think a few years back, I read one news in the newspaper the Gobra Mental Hospital, as if they are the prisoner with no mental faculty. And they are being forced to move naked in the hospital. Why? Because otherwise they will have to clean the clothes. So they are being treated beyond an animal. Can we do it? What is our mental makeup? How, if a person is suffering, how we are taking care of their mental health? Yes, that's a disease. But government, I have mentioned that both in international and national scenario, the mental health issues never got much importance. But this COVID, it has opened the eyes of many. And you know that government now more important than it has ever been, and they have taken the thing that more investment today in today's this year's theme is more investment in mental health, and this is definitely good. COVID has got a one good thing for us. Now I congratulate resilience, and particularly Varsha, of course, for organizing series of lectures to commemorate World Health Day 2020, and of course a special thanks for taking up issues of children with special needs, because you know I have worked at NILB for 33 long years, but this was not very important issue, and our ministry is not very important with due regards to our system. I must say that this issue and that ministry is not very important. Till date, it is not important, and we have so many acts. RPWD Act 1995 I am talking about, and before that, the International Year for the Disabled in the year 1981, where only four disabilities were included, and now it is 21 disabilities
21.
as per the PWD RPWD Act
Hmm.
2016. But I'm
Yes.
really sorry to say, not much improvement I have noticed, and I must say that we have administrator like Mercer should come up to take up the issues, and I hope then it will get a speed up. Now, coming to my point, that we observe all the days, and this is because of raising awareness, policy implementation, or policy reformulation. See, after 1995, we have again changed our act, RPWD Act 2016. I don't know. Again, maybe we will have to witness another change. I don't know. I'm not very sure. Today is also a very special day, and I hope the viewers they all know, and the very important day, that the International Day of the Girl Child, and the theme is "My Voice, Our Equal Future." But in our society, Hathras is happening, Unnao is happening, Nirbhaya case is happening, and so many examples are there. Kathua case is happening. And I don't know what is the condition of the children, girl children with special needs. I remember one movie, a very special, famous director, I forgot the name, that a deaf and mute girl was married to a banyan tree. I forgot the name. And the girl was raped by her neighborhood. I forgot that. I think Shabana Azmi was there. Shabana Azmi was there. I forgot the name. So, and that was, you know, that was ULIP. So they are, the girl child with disability are more vulnerable, whatever disability is, in all the categories. If you consider all the categories, wherever they are till that vulnerable in our society. Now, let me concentrate on my topic, which is given that impact on social and economic impact. This, now, I said that the most important word to me is the impact. That is the effect. Now, we are talking about impact of three types. One minute. Now I'm a bit handicapped, you know. Find out my paper. Wait. One is the economic impact. Uh, that is effect of an event on the economy in a specified area ranging from a single neighborhood to the entire globe. If I give an example, say um, birth of a child with special needs in a family. all
Mm.
special, even that will have an, if you are not belonging to a very high economic group, that will have an impact on your economy, right? Now, the social impact is the effect on people and communities that happens as a result of an action or inaction, an activity, project, program, or policy. If I take this Hathras incident as a social impact of it, I just can't imagine what will happen. I'm so scared of the girls living in that area, living in other parts of our country, India, and how it is happening. And see, as I have mentioned, that the children with disability, particularly the girl, in this Hathras case, they will be more vulnerable. So these are the social impact. I hope you have seen another movie. I want to refer this. That is the Article 15, which fought for the Dalits, again a vulnerable group. And if I talk about the double disadvantaged group, Dalit and a disability, that will be a double disadvantaged group, and how we, the members of the society, sitting in a position, have our own voice or perceiving. So this is the thing, our economic impact and our social impact. Now, I say that what are the four socio-economic factors of our life? What we will consider? I consider education the first. If you want to be employed somewhere, you need education. Minimum. Education means, even if I talk about the informal education, that will also do that you can sign. Because while doing the skill development training, you know that minimum educational qualification was class 8. And we have seen a
Mm.
number of cases that said, ki, ma'am, we have never gone to school, we have never got a chance to go to school. I'm talking about the persons with disability and the parents. How I will send my child with a special need to a school because I don't have any facility in my area. So I first
Mm.
consider education as the socio-economic factor. And if you have a look in the survey, in the government reports, you will see that education, which we are talking about inclusive education, we are talking about mainstreaming, but the rate of success is not at that much that we can say it is significant increase. No. Only mild, even in SSA, only mild and moderate disability, they are getting chance, not the severe disability. During my visit to Northeast region, as you have mentioned that yes, I did loads of work at Northeast region, and I'm just sharing one of my experience in Mizoram state. That what they are doing for the severely disabled children, they are the community people, as because it's a small community and very well knit community, and this is under the church administrative control, and you know that they are very organized, and how they are taking the children to the school. Say mother and father, if they are going out for their livelihood or their job, wherever they are going, the other members, not the family members, there's none there, but other community members, they're helping the child to go to school. Because you know, Mizoram is a hilly area. It has
Mm.
geographical barriers as well as it has cultural barriers, and it is one religion that is Christian, 100% Christian community. But I was overwhelmed with their effort to take that child to the school. It means they are giving priority to education for that vulnerable group so that they will be able to earn their livelihood and not dependent on others. Because we don't know what will happen after their parents. Because in
Mm.
our social structure or in our government support system, we have no such facility. So I consider education as first and then occupation. What type of occupation? I remember one of my old clients. Now I'm very much connected with her in WhatsApp, and today I have seen a very nice DP, very nice. I gave a comment that's beautiful. And she gave a smile. Now she is in position. In an electric shock accident, she lost both her upper limbs, and we treated with the prosthesis. Even when she met the accident, she was in class 7, I think. I don't know whether in previous lecture I have mentioned this case, because some things we never forget. So she cried all the time. She cried, "Ma'am, what will happen to me? What will happen to me?" Anyway, through counseling, we were just able to put her in a position in the social structure, and you'll be happy to know now she's a primary school teacher. She's
Wow.
very, very nice, and but we could change the infrastructure. Rather, we are changing the this mechanism of the processes so that she can write in the board. Whatever we say, the reasonable accommodation in the PWD Act, but it is still lacking in our society, and we don't know when we will achieve to 100% achievement. But it is their own effort. So, your occupation, where your education, then your occupation, where you will fit yourself. It's very difficult for them, particularly for the severely disabled. It's very, very difficult for them to fit in. Right.
Hmm.
Then comes the income. Now, as I have mentioned, she is a school teacher. She is earning quite a good amount. I am not mentioning that it is not good to mention the amount in the social media, but she is earning a good amount, and she is a good living. Rather, you'll be happy to know that she is helping others. It's not that she is helping, extending her help to those who are like her. No, to everyone, the children. Children are always in need, you know, everything, whatever they feel. So she is
Hmm.
helping them. And she's helping, ma'am, if you find anyone like me, you just send, I will do whatever I can. So this is a success story in our professional life. And I know another girl, she's from Ranchi. She has lost all four limbs, and she is earning a very meager amount. It is just a consolation that her mother is taking her to the place of employment, bringing her back, because again, Ranchi is very affected here, the tribal area. So she may be, she may face any bad thing at any time, because we have lost our value judgment, and we are guided by some bad emotions. I will not mention about the gender. Right. So she's earning, that's all. At least she can buy whatever she wishes to. So income matters a lot. And another is wealth. And as we always relate disability to poverty, so wealth and disability, this is very controversial issue unless you are not belonging to a higher income group. I remember when I first started my job, that is from the college. And I was very happy. Oh, I'm getting something. A cerebral palsy child in a special school, Institute of Childhood. That was my first employment year. I was getting very big, some token amount. And that girl belonged to a very high income group. So just to pass time, so that she will be busy somewhere, parents were sending her to school, but she was not learning anything. But of course, we try to develop some habits. At least when we call her in her name, when she responded, when we ask her to eat something, yes, she's doing of her own. That is the development. But yes, as they have money, they have reached up to that point. Now, I always say that socioeconomic status is an important factor that affects individuals' neural and cognitive development. You can put them in a very good school, you can give them good opportunity, you can give them whatever they want. So, your socioeconomic status should be such that you can fulfill a physical and emotional needs if you want to take care of their mental health. Social class, as because I'm a sociologist, I must mention this thing, that social class determined by education, by income, and by occupation level, impact families and shapes lives and opportunities. Yes, Varsha has passed out from a very good college, universities, and getting a chance to connect people through this webinar. So it has an impact. But for the person whom we are talking about, whether are they in such a position that we can do something for their economic and helping the social life. Their social life, how if we say that how they are now, I will mention some of the points. One, abuse. I have seen this. I have experienced this. And these are all my 33 years of service. I have seen one girl uh, with mental impairment. Now there's no retardation, mental impairment, coming with her mother. Mother was so beautiful, educated lady, coming to the psychologist for everyday sessions. And the mother is not holding the hand of the child. And I have the clear picture. Why? Beneath the dignity that she has a child with disability or a child with special needs. So that her caregiver, I think Aya sort of thing, she used to take care of the girl as if it's her own daughter. So she was almost a regular visitor, but I have never seen her. And one day I saw her father coming with her and hugging the girls like anything that she is evolved into the father. So why is this difference? Why this difference between father and mother? So one day I called her. And what's the problem? Do you find any difficulty in holding your daughter's hand? Because I cannot keep mom in this situation. As again I mentioned, my basic subject is sociology, so I cannot uh, ignore the social issues. Then I said, "Ki, what's the problem? She needs that. She wants it. You will have to understand it. Don't isolate her from you. She needs your touch, that feeling. She understands that you are her mother. Maybe she cannot express it, she cannot speak out, but she feels that you are mother, you are something very special." And that lady started crying. Why I do have a child with special need, and there's no answer. Don't think in that way. You just consider she is your child, and you will be surprised. From that day, she's changed a lot, and I was very happy. And I told the psychologist too, please point it out why she is doing so. And you was my colleague, but okay, okay, I'll take care of it. And see, you are doing the counseling, but you are ignoring, or you are just keeping that side of that very vital point aside, but you should not do it. So I first say that is abuse. It is happening in the family. I will give another example that mother is coming with with her own mother and father, right? Because after the birth of the child, that in-laws they have sent her back to her own place, right? As if she has brought the child from her own home. Oh, no, no, no. We want a normal child. But I don't know. The child cannot speak, cannot cry, cannot a severe disability. So this is the picture in many houses. So we say that the children with special needs, what they are facing now, the abuse, the isolation, and when they are growing up, if they have a bit understanding, then stresses related to poverty, we cannot ignore. Now, we always say that a favorable exchange with one's proximal social environment, as I've mentioned, her own home is the social environment. The community or neighborhood is the own social environment. If they receive positive things, then that they will be geared up. They won't feel that they're isolated. We should not think in that way. They don't have any feelings. They do have, but cannot express. Maybe less what we are having. So I mentioned one thing, that favorable exchange with one's proximal social environment has positive effects on both mental health and well-being. Children with special needs may have fewer opportunities of favorable exchange, very fewer opportunities, because we are not taking them out. The child will see other child playing in the playground, but she cannot go out. Her mother or parents or other members will not allow, or the community people too. They may not allow. They will say, "Oh no, 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 she may fall down, she may get hurt," and so many things. Even in the school, I have learned, I have experienced this from many teachers. The parents say that they are not. I just said that Like all the children, they're going to school, let my daughter also go to your school. Then the teacher said, no, 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 who will take care of your child? If she falls down, if anything happens, well, you just allow her. And that mother, one teacher helped a lot, and the mother used to sit the whole day in the school, and they made a separate seat for the child because she can take normal education. Only we don't have the facility. We have we do lack in the infrastructure in the education system to accommodate them. But we always say
Hmm.
that education is the priority for so to have positive social impact and positive economic impact. Now, another thing that affects on mental health well-being may be less disadvantageous if you have a positive proximal social environment. I mentioned another thing that is disability now is a growing public health problem. Why? Because now we are aware. Now we know what we'll have to do. Now we have a number of organizations, a number of professionals who are working in the areas. But you know that those who are working in the area are not in the mainstream. Not in the mainstream. If you say that you're working in disability sector, it is not always. I think it may sound very not good to others, but the reality is this. Now coming to the proximal positive social environment. Now, why do we need it nowadays? Why? You know that we have changed a lot. In what way we have changed? In our social environment. We have changed from agrarian society to post-industrial society and to industrial society, then post-industrial society. How we are in the agrarian society, we have a steady economy, we have land, we have cultivation, we have a joint family system. We did a blunder when we accepted our industrial introduction of the industrial society, and we did a migration, that is, we say that occupational mobility from rural to urban setup. See, when you are in the rural area, you have your own family members. Again, I repeat, a steady economy, and you have a social relationship. Your parents, your grandparents, your cousins, your distant relatives, everyone. A close knit family. And we, the so called modern people, we have destroyed it. Absolutely. You know that I always say, being a sociologist, that India is a traditional society, but what we did, we have uh, brought a disaster in our social life by breaking our joint family system. You just remember your early days that if you are sick, your grandparents used to take care of you. I remember my childhood days when I was not grew up in a joint family system, but we have very close connection with our grandparents. They used to come in our vacation, or we used to go there because they are staying outside. In one in Jharkhand state, another is the Madhya Pradesh state, this Chhattisgarh state. So we have a close connection with them. You just remember, if you are in not a very good mood, then your nani or dadi will tell you good stories to cheer you up. And now the parents, they don't have any time, and we cannot blame them because of the economy is so that both of us are working, giving very few time to the child, understanding less the child what they need. We we because we cannot do the time management in the urban setup. You are staying alone, you are staying in a flat, you are staying in a neighborhood, all the doors are closed. When we are opening, only very rare if we have any occasion, we are saying is hi and hello and everything. So we brought a disaster in our Indian family system by bringing the nuclear family in the forefront. There is none to take care of your emotions. You know, the grandparents, the Thakuma and the Didima in Bengali, they are the best friend of the children. And they never used to feel insecure with them. Never feel insecure. And they exchange their emotions. If their not demand are not being fulfilled, what they're doing, they're going to dadi or nani. I have seen one advertisement. It is in the TV, so very very common that the girl is asking money 100 rupees, and mummy said no, no money. But mummy has not questioned much. See, why you need the money, because you need to know why she needs it. She will have, we should give much importance to the child's need and demand, and that we are not doing because we have very short of time. We can't even take care of our old parents nowadays. Not even brothers and sisters. We are not very connected now. Another thing, this is about the grandparents, right? The child, when they are sick, you will see your grandparents with you. And now the children, they see the paid caregivers. Do you think that they will take care of their nannies and daddies or other members, or that we say that bade papa, bade mama, like that? So I really feel that there we have created a vacuum in our system, and our brothers and the cousins. We all grew up. My mother used to tell me that in puja they used to buy a fan from the shop to uh, wear the clothes, to stitch the clothes, and all same. My mother's brothers and sisters, cousin, everyone. वो जितने भी है with the same design and unity, and but a diversity. So that is required, and that is so nice and sweet, that will touch your heart. The child, even with the special needs, will feel that my brother, my sister, my closer one, my nani, my dadi, my mother, but we have lost it. So now we are in a really difficult situation. Really difficult situation. Now we can advise the parents that you change yourself. Yes, you will have to work. But how can you change this situation? This is the only alternative, because now, as I have mentioned, that not even we are not in the industrial society now. We are in the post-industrial society. We are sending, because of the career achievement, we are sending our sons and daughters or others to abroad to achieve more in life. What to achieve? What to achieve? I always say. Uh, to my family members and to my friends too, that see, I don't need much money. I need peace in my mind. That is, I am much concerned about my mental health. Yes, I need such money so that it will fulfill my basic needs and have some more in my hand, so that I can have a small tour. I can enjoy with my friends, or I can bring friends in my house to enjoy a day and to give, add life to my life. This is the thing, I think in that way. And I think we always should think in that way. Don't go for, yes, I
Yes.
have forecast. I think in one of the lecture of Professor Nilanjana Shalnan, I must mention that she has mentioned one thing, that who's the role model? The goon is the role model of the child. Then she said, what you are talking about? Well, ma'am, you don't understand power. I love that lecture. My high regards to Professor Nilanjana Shalvi, that she spoke in such a nice way. Well, I was astonished to hear that child's voice. The boy's voice, that power, ma'am, you don't understand power, power. So now how it is coming? We are inculcating it. You will have to achieve this, you will have to achieve this, you will have to achieve this. And to achieve this, maybe sometimes he is deviating from the normal path, and that is too bad for the leaving. Too bad, I will say too bad. I distinctly remember Professor Shamel that really, I don't know, I just can't think of that child saying that power, power, power. And this is, this is happening. This is a more achievement, more achievement, more achievement. I'm in UK, I'm in US, I am here, I am there, I am everywhere. But if I talk about the humanity, the human values, do you have that thing with you, with your success, with your money, with your wealth, with your everything? You are educated, no doubt, but you do lack in that. So I always miss. that joint family system, the touch of the old parents. Can you imagine for our success, we are sending our parents or old parents to the old age home. I was just before coming to this lecture, I was just going to the newspaper and I'm talking about Anandu Bazaar. And in one page, I have seen a number of advertisements for old age home. Number of advertisements for old age home. Now, this is the need of the day that the ye cannot take care of our parents. But I know the Varsha will not do that. I know Devraj will not do that. I know there are a number of Varshas and Devraj, and they will not do that because of their upbringing, because of their real education. They have the basic education. And in each and every day, they are mobilizing themselves, they are motivating themselves. They are rejuvenating themselves not to do the bad thing. They are happy. They know how to keep others happy. I have visited resilience and I have seen the parents. They are so happy. They are so happy. And their smile brings happiness in our mind. And that's what we need our life and nothing else. Yes, we need achievement to have this. If you have money, you can give happiness to others. You know, the parents, they are dependent on us, the professionals, and we must do everything without any self interest. Like I have mentioned on that day that we say Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Why it is being said so? One is for yourself, another for your family, and the last one for all your community members. So we must remember this. Anyway, again coming back to my lecture. I don't know, Barsha, how much time I do have.
Ma'am, if you can extend, we are ready to hear you for hours.
No, no. I'll just say a few words about the for the parents. Parents and other associates, I always give much importance to the significant others. Who are the significant others who matters in your life? Maybe Varsha's sister, maybe Varsha's Jijaji, maybe my sister, maybe my other things, maybe my good friend. So we say that the significant others, your close family members and your significant others who are playing a vital role in your life. Now, to understand the child's own uniqueness, here I just want to refer one the live example and the story too. One of my friend's daughter, she was very eager to, she was very good in painting, you know, whatever you're giving her, she's making a sense of it. So I bought a sari with her. We all were together in the market. She was like, Auntie, you just buy the black one, the blank one. I will do some painting on it. I'm saying, okay. Then her mother said, why you are spending money? I'm saying, no, it is her wish. And she told me, Auntie, I'm like a mother. So I must give due respect to her demand. I'm saying, okay, do it. And she did a beautiful painting. And I said, it's very, very good. You first open the sari, then I'll wear it. And she was so inspired, you know. And what she did, she asked her Takuma or this Dida, not Nani, Dadi. She said, you give me one sari, I'll do some painting. And Dadi was so nice because the granddaughter was very loving to them. She gave. But mother, you know, constantly she was opposing. So when she passed her 12, she one day I went to their place and she was crying. She was crying like anything. I mean, telling what happened? Well, auntie, they are not allowing me to study arts. They are asking me to study the English, physics, this. I'm not interested. I will not study that. I want to be a painter. And so, okay, then do you know where you'll have to study? Because you need basic education. Once my daughter used to say, I want to be a poet. I want to be a writer. And so, okay, but for that you need some basic education. That you will have to complete. So what I wanted to mean that you will have to give honor to their uniqueness and you will have to give justice to their wish. उनके जो चाहत है, we need to fulfill that. So what they did, I told, okay, so let us find. Have you got anything? Well, no, I have not. I'm saying, no, you will have to do that. It is your homework. You complete it within 15 days. And I spoke to her father because mother was very rigid. I spoke to her father. Father is a doctor. I make him understand because he was my colleague too. I make him understand that you must give due regards to the child's wish. See, one day uh, she will do something. She will do wonder in the world. No, oh, you are thinking so much. I'm to know. Little things कभी कभी बहुत बड़ा हो जाता है. So let us have a positive approach. We should always have a positive approach. Then you will be surprised to know the girl did a very good homework, find out everything, and now she has completed a degree course, completed a master's with good results, having her own studio, doing the painting, giving exhibitions,
Wow.
and trying for the next. So this is really now her father is saying, can you give me, because my daughter is abroad, so can you give me any connection so that she can go there? I'm saying, yes, definitely, but ask her to search because you cannot underestimate her. She has the strength to be settled in her own life. So my advice to the parents that to understand their own uniqueness, introduce positive dialogue about concepts like gratitude, living through failure, self love, and emotion. These things are very, very important. When I grew up, my daughter, she never thought of uh, a defeat in the game. I said, no, I am powerful than you. I can defeat you, but you will have to learn the ways and means to defeat me. Because I'm saying this, why? Because you have the ability. So don't underestimate yourself. You'll be able to defeat me. But her father used to do, oh no, 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 you just am to know. Then one day she said, then I thought this is my achievement. That one day she said, Father, don't do this. I will defeat you. Let me see if I can. So this is the thing, the self-awareness. It is very important. And this self-awareness, when we do the casework in the social work profession, caseworkers' self-awareness is very, very needed. Like Barsha is very confident. I know. I have seen her throughout her 1 year for the course, postgraduate diploma in disability rehab management. I know that uh, she will do something. And I was very confident because the caseworker's self-awareness. If I am not confident about the subject, if I am not confident about my ability, I'll not be able to do it. So this is the thing. And this will empower them to become happier. If you're doing something, I'll always see smiles like Varsha in her face. Confident and self-aware individuals should help children for their own thing. And so, what did they need? The increased happiness, healthy habits. Nowadays, the children they are not having healthy habits. You just, for example, you just take care of their food habits. They will not have good food in the home. Rather, they will prefer burger, going to McDonald's, pizza. There's nothing, only a cheese thing. It will come out like this. I don't know how helpful it is. I have seen one advertisement, in the TV that is eating much Maggie, and that child suffered of cancer. I don't know how. Maybe it is being said that Maggie masala is not good for health, and it is very, very tasty for the child. But it is the responsibility of the mother to wash it out from the child's mind, right? So, strengthens relationships. Now, what we are losing instills strong values, enhances confidence. Even a child with disability, they do have all those things if we give a special attention. And so we should focus on what? The self awareness and confidence, gratitude, passion and strength, failure, self love, coping with stress, emotions, and bullying. If somebody is telling, oh, you have a child with special needs, and she will not be able to do anything. I think 2 months back, I received a call from a father having an autistic child, and he informed me, ma'am, you will be very happy. He used to come to institute. Ma'am, you will be very happy to know that she has passed in from open school. He has passed class 10. Now what I will do, suggest you. Show me the way. And yes, now comes what? The empowerment part, the employment, the economy. And for this, we need the skill development. If you cannot do much in education, because after 10, it will be difficult. Okay, fine. With 10, I have suggested that let her send to some skill development training center as a connecting, because connecting is very, very important. I have connected the parents with some of the organizations, and now that person is taking this registering the child for skill development, but because of the pandemic, it is not going on now. And you know that we have all started classes online, but for disability sector, I don't know how many special schools are continuing this online classes. I know some of the special educators, they are taking special initiative for their children because they consider those school children as their own children, and they're much worried about them, and they're continuing connecting with the parents, connecting with their kids. They're doing it, but not like that so-called normal school are doing. So, that coping stress with emotions and bullying. Now, my I just want to end up now. I have spoken much, I think. The social relations is, I want to give some message. Social relationships are important factors for mental health and well-being of children with special needs. They do have the feelings. Don't think ever that they are emotionless. They don't have any feeling. They do have. If you touch their chick one day, they will the next day they will just show their chick to you. They need that touch of love, and it is very, very much required. So my conclusion points are: first, staying positive, be positive always. Two, keeping healthy. I have seen so many this year are coming that how to be in good mental health. In we know that who has considered that health for all by 2020, and that the mental health was definitely considered, but not first. Good that your your health, your social well-being, then your mental health. But now, in this condition as a COVID, what we have experienced that mental health should get proper priority. And the last point is looking out for each other. We have learned how difficult to stay alone in this lockdown period. Now, just imagine how the parents with a child of special needs keeping themselves away from all social issues and all social factors, because we are isolating them, we are keeping them apart from us. So it is not the time. Disability is not, that is a public health issue now, and we are doing much thing, but till date not yet reached to the point where we can say, yes, we have done a success. And believe in yourself. I believe in one thing, that जब जागो तब सवेरा. ये नहीं कि हम जागने से ये होता है, but my final message is that जब जागो तब सवेरा. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was so informative and enriching.
Thank
I
you.
guess my
Thank you.
our parents and viewers are quite happy with this. Ma'am, we have covered almost all my questions. Only I guess I can just generalize or just short it down with two last questions before ending up.
Mhm.
Second last one, ma'am. I want your suggestions that when any parent get to know that his or her child is physically or mentally unstable or is disabled, and he needs any prosthesis, orthosis, or any sort of therapy, but the family is not very financially sound. So in that case, what is your suggestions for such parents? How they can help themselves so that they can improve the child's future or
Okay.
living?
As you know that National Institute is here, and the regional centers of National Institutes are here. And what we are doing that we are charging very minimum for their registration. This is for institutional therapy so that they can come to us. Another way we are helping, as you have mentioned, that those who are in financially not so sound, so we are organizing community-based rehabilitation programs. Means we
Hmm.
are reaching out to people to help them. We are organizing outreach camps. Maybe it is for 1 day camp, but we are empowering the NGO to take care of the people with disability in their community for any assistance. If they are unable to do so, we are telling them, the NGOs, to connect with us so that we can organize another follow-up camp, or the NGOs, they are getting funds from the government. So sometimes even they are bringing their children, this PWDs of their community, to the institutes for therapy. And we have, in institutional therapy, we have this bed also.
Hmm.
Hospital. We have the hospital facilities. I'm talking about NILD, or sometimes, in the regional centers they are extending services, that special educators, they're going out to the homes of the children or persons with disabilities to provide service. And the government, we
Oh,
have a grant scheme where they are getting air and appliances with a certain income category. They are getting air and appliances free. And in
great.
educational appliances also, they are getting a number of things free of cost.
Hmm. So, ma'am, is there any way out to reach this type of people? Means we need to aware them at least that yes, our institutes are there, NGOs are there to help you out. But in lot of
Yes.
cases, we see they don't even have any idea about these things.
No, actually, we are organizing training programs. We means when I was there, even till date, we are organizing the institutes. This type of institutes, we are
Hmm.
organizing training programs with the help of the local government, see the panchayat or the DM, the government. We are organizing programs.
Okay.
We are training the professionals there. I'll just give you one example. When we worked in Goshaba for a project for 8 long years, the Ramkrishna Mission, what we did? There were no doctors, very few doctors. So
Hmm.
we have trained the registered medical practitioner, and they are being considered as the first level from this professional to provide services to them. Because see, the say the physiotherapists, the occupational therapists, the prosthetic or the special educators with the meager
Hmm.
amount, they will not work because government has no infrastructure like that they will be
Hmm.
provided a good amount to provide services there. As we don't have the infrastructure, again I repeat. So what we are doing, we are training the local people, and they will
Hmm.
act as a first level professional to intervene with the issues, but they will provide the basic services. Now they will
Hmm.
contact us, and with the help of the NGO, they are reaching. Sometimes they are reaching us, or we are reaching in the form of the community-based services, or in the form of the, as I mentioned, outreach camps. Government, they do have a provision for generating awareness in the community, and we are doing it with the
Hmm.
help of the local NGOs. Even if they are not
Local.
working in the disability sector, even they are getting funds. See, an organization working with women and children, but they're excluding the women and children with disability. But we just
Hmm.
motivated them to work because they have good funding. So we tell them that we will organize a program on, say, on 3rd December, on World Disability Day. We'll organize program to do a mass awareness in the community. That is another way. Sometimes you can help directly, sometimes you can help indirectly. But there are provisions.
Hmm. And ma'am, before ending, one last question.
Yes.
Uh, Ma'am, please help our viewers to understand the difference between equality and equity that is needed for our children with special needs.
I was thinking of saying this thing, but I said, no, I have touched so many things. I have not touched the point equity and equality. And with this, another year comes, that is accessibility and affordability.
Exactly.
Right. These two things are very important. Like, just I'm talking about that we have started online teaching. But one of
Hmm.
my colleagues from a different college, she said, Ki, ma'am, I am the last one to do the online teaching. I said, ki, why you are so furious? Like, because all of my students are not getting the chance. So I am not in favor of online teaching. We will
Okay.
have to give equity and equality. I cannot say that, yes, you are in urban area, you have the good network connectivity, so you are availing all the facilities. You do have everything, the equity and the equality, but you will have to make provisions for that. And what you are
Right.
doing then? Well, I am connecting them with my phone. I'm giving them a lesson. I'm telling them, if you don't have that, you knock the door of the government, say that I need this in my area. So let me, you allow me, because in the DM's office, they do have many facilities. So you give me an
Yeah.
area that where I can access to my teaching. That is equity. We will have to take care of it. Equity and equality, and we cannot think, we cannot, this will be incomplete if we won't utter the word affordability and accessibility. 50% of our students who don't have access to internet facilities, smartphone, and we are talking about online teaching. It means
Hmm.
we are giving priority to the privileged portion. I have mentioned once in the class. So we are always prioritized. In Bengali, we used to say "Tela mathai tel dala." What's the point? I have that thing. Then I am overeating. This is overeating. I have seen one,
Right.
the WhatsApp it is coming, that one school teacher uh, has no internet facility. I think it is in Ranchi area, tribal area, but he is going out every day in the locality where there is no internet connection, and he is doing the classes and making the students sit in the distance using mask, and they're not looking at each other anymore. So that keeping the social distance and physical distance, following the government rules, which we are doing it in COVID pandemic. So that I hats off to the teacher is looking both at the equity and equality. We
Hmm.
cannot keep them aside. We cannot exclude them if they don't have the accessibility or the affordability. Yes.
Right. That was excellent, ma'am. Thank you so much. Means I think our parents and viewers are enriched and satisfied enough with today's session. They have a little bit of at least minimum level of understanding that how to enhance their socio-economy so that it won't affect our children with special needs. So we can shut down for today, and tomorrow the last day of our webinar series, definitely day 5, sorry, importance of occupational therapy on mental health of children with special needs with Mr. Debra Chakraborty. Please tune into tomorrow with on our Facebook page by 4. Bye bye. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you, Varsha. Thank you. And namaskar to all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.